of you guys have been following me on this channel for a while now, you probably have heard me say, I wish you guys can see and hear what's going on in my head right now. So I kind of just wanted to take that concept and apply it here today. So what I'm going to do is record this entire video. Then I'm going to come back through and add some visuals, some pictures, so you get a better understanding of what I'm seeing in my head. I'm going to do my best to find the exact pictures in coordination to what I'm seeing in my head. Okay, so this is your wedding album. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you enjoy this video and you want to see more like it, let me know in the comments. Okay, your timestamps, ways to book with me, ways to donate to the channel are in your description box. Please feel free to pause the video if you need to. Take your time. I will see you at your pile. Hey there, pile number one. Welcome to your wedding day album. I'm gonna do my best to pull this off, but I think I got it. I really am drawn to this card right here. Okay, let me hold it up here so you get a better visual of what I'm seeing here. But I'm so drawn into her dress, what she's wearing, and for me, this is setting the stage as to what the wedding is going to look like here. Okay, so really getting down to the details of this dress. For me, this is a very casual kind of attire. Okay, something that she's very comfortable in. I'm also feeling that here too. She's in white though. Okay, very flowy-ish kind of dress, something very comfortable, something very lacy here. But nonetheless, it's giving me this kind of a rustic kind of feeling here. It's a little country, a little southern, something like that is happening here. Okay, there's a very good chance that you do incorporate live music. I'll get to the children here in just a minute, but there are children incorporated inside of this wedding, but I get the feeling that there is somebody in here, either on your side or his side, but that is very musically talented here. Okay, you end up showcasing somebody in the family, and you ask them to do a solo piece, and maybe it is that they play a violin or a fiddle here, something like this here. However, I am seeing that these are like bridesmaids, so all the bridesmaids are wearing something flowy, something that looks very comfortable. Okay, I'm gonna say very comfortable, but they match. You know, your bridesmaids, maybe your maid of honor might have a slightly different color on. However, there are bridesmaids here. Okay, but this is a very rustic kind of feel straight out of the gate. Okay, and I'm really liking this because this is comfort. Who wants to be stuffed in a tight dress on their wedding day and have to run around like that, you know? Anyways, let's jump into these kids here, because we have kids. Now, I'm not, maybe it is, well, it is very possible that the two of you are blending a family here. Okay, this is also a feeling for me that this could be a gay or a lesbian relationship with adopted children, but we're blending families here. And if that's not the case here, there are children on both. There are children in this family that are going to be incorporated in the wedding here. Okay, so what I'm seeing is just maybe a little flower girl or the little boy carrying a pillow. Something like that, walking down the aisle. It's just really cute. Here's some more kids. I kind of glanced over this here too. But but there's an element of children that are incorporated in here, and I think it's absolutely adorable to bring the kids in on this. Okay. Um, what else I'm gathering here is very very simple tableware. I'm gathering that in this energy here. I'm seeing lots of white, okay? I do see lots of white, maybe a few pops of pink, okay? So on that the tables that are set up, this is very simple, but has a like a southern charm to it, but also kind of elegance. So there's a combination of elegance, um, and again, they're using the words comfortable for me, because this would be my kind of wedding. I'm not getting married again, but this is my kind of wedding. Um, but I very simple vases, maybe with like a single flower in there, but lots of whites here, lots of white here. I really get the strong feeling too that um, in this energy, okay. Now again, you have to take what resonates out of this energy, guys. But I feel like there's a sudden rush into getting married here. A sudden, you know what? We've been waiting for so long. Let's just go ahead and get this done. Some of you guys find out you're pregnant. You guys want to do things the right way, and it's like a rush. We start to hurry. We start to logically move into this, okay? We're doing this in a very logical sense here. However, I do feel there's so much support on both sides of the family here, okay? They want you to come together. They want you guys to get married here. Um, so everybody seems to want to pitch in here. Everybody wants to pitch in. They lend a helping hand because they see you guys in such a loving way, and it's like the perfect union. It's the perfect mother and father blending here, okay? So you're gonna get a lot of help here. A lot of help is what I'm feeling here. People are probably gonna help you pull the money together here. When they arrive to your wedding, I feel like that they're going to give you gifts. Stuff like this too. And I also, as I put my finger on there, I felt like there's a possibility that people bring food. So maybe this is kind of like, because where it's so casual and comfortable, we're just kind of kicking back, exchanging vows with our friends, our family, our loved ones here. We're just kind of kicking back, keeping it casual. Maybe it is kind of like a potluck kind of a deal here, or some catering, but not that expensive kind of catering. Just something very, very cool, very cool and casual. I like this. I do get a lot of wood here. Okay, so again, I'm getting the rustic from this bridge here. I'm getting maybe a barn or something like this, something outside, even a tent, you guys. A tent outside, okay? So a lot of outsideness is happening. A lot of vintage kind of feel. Vintage. I'm getting vintage off of this as well, okay? Love this. But the wood is what's really pulling me in here, okay? I can see it incorporated. Like raw wood tables, raw wood accents, things of this nature, okay? A lot of raw wood. I like that. It's probably the barn. I'm seeing a barn as well. So that's something that's really standing out here. This is very shabby chic. I also get the feeling that this could, like in the centerpieces, they could be handmade centerpieces, handmade name plaques, little things like this. Just as a way of I guess in a way of like saving money, but not like in a cheap kind of way, but just be like, it's just us getting married. We're keeping this cool, we're keeping this casual, but something handmade is going to be on this table here. And it could be that the kids throw it together, the kids put it together. I mean, again, this doesn't have to be your kids. This could be like their nieces and nephews or your nieces and nephews. Something like that is happening here too. I do see sunflowers and roses in a combination here, okay, along with like simple white flowers. I do feel like there could be some sunflowers and roses. Maybe it's in your bouquet or something like this here. And your bouquet is very simple as well. You don't want to go overboard on it. You're like, you know. I just heard the words barbecue. So maybe the food is barbecue. Wow. That's kind of dangerous on a white dress. However, you can pull that off because barbecue is good, okay? Forget about the manicure. Who cares about the manicure? I kind of do see like you could incorporate like bales of hay with this and something like that to kind of create seating of sorts. Something like that is happening here, okay? Um, Comfort food. I hear it again. Comfort food, casual, street food almost. Street food, something very comforting. I almost feel like grandma's dish is very important in here, okay? It's very, very important. Um, Again, live music, live music. I feel like there's a you might think of incorporating a live band. I hear a local live band is what I hear, okay? But nonetheless, you guys decide to jump in, get married, your family's there to support you. You guys work hard together, you guys pitch in, you guys just kind of support one another here. And it gets a little chaotic here, okay? It gets a little chaotic. However, it does finally end in a very peaceful kind of way. There's a lot of rejoicing, a lot of celebrating here, a lot of just, wow, this is such a cool day for everybody. We're having a great time. We're enjoying the music. We're enjoying each other's company. It's just, all of this ends very, very well, okay? Um, Lots of success. This is what else came out of here, okay? Success. Okay. So, something else had come through. Um, I get the sense here that as I touch this card right here, guys, they're reminding me that this is going to be something that is very authentic to who you guys are actually. Okay, there could be a little bit of leather in this, so like motorcycle clubs, something like that too. But it's very authentic to your personality. Okay, the two of you coming together. It's incorporated in the little details of your wedding. Okay, and again, you guys are keeping it cool, comfortable. It is very possible that you guys. You guys just have a simple wedding, maybe by the side of a lake in nature somewhere, okay? Maybe by the ocean here, um, something like that. But let me get into this because this is where Grandma's dish is coming along here, okay? Um, Again, there was a lot of I'll take care of this, you take care of that, this, that, the other. You guys you're planning this out a lot. It gets a little chaotic, but it does settle down. I do believe that at some point in the wedding or in the ceremony or even in the reception, there is some type of memorial set up for somebody extremely special in this family who cannot attend your wedding, okay? Living or deceased. I do see somebody in a hospital bed, and I also do see somebody who's like crossed over. So, but you guys do take the time to acknowledge this very special person in your family. Um, you know that they are there with you in spirit, and you acknowledge that, and it helps you guys heal. It helps you guys just fully embrace the day knowing that they're with you, you know? And I think it's just it's the special touch that you put on this part of this memorial for this person here. Here's what I'm seeing in my head, okay, guys? I don't know if I'll be able to find a picture of it to show you, but here's what I'm seeing. I'm really seeing somebody's picture sitting in place, like on the table as to where they would be sitting, okay? I am getting pulled back into grandma's dish, so somebody's grandmother is attending this wedding. She's in spirit though, okay, guys? So grandma wants you to know that she will be at this wedding, okay? But it's just like the icing on the cake for this wedding here, okay? So, and it's definitely, yeah, they're telling me again, it's incorporated. You guys planned this in there somewhere. It ends up being so beautiful. People are talking about it for weeks, months, years from now, okay? But overall, this is such a beautiful, beautiful, romantic feeling here, okay? Now, with this new love, I want to address this too. It is possible, very, very possible, that the two of you come together, you just meet each other, you guys are brand new to each other, and you discover a baby's on the way, and this is why we are hurrying up into this wedding. We are gonna do this the right way. But I'm telling you guys, it works. Everything works out fine in this, okay? Now, that's not for everybody. Not everybody's going to get pregnant in this energy, okay? So don't shoot me in the comments. But but all of this turns out to be such a beautiful day. And yeah, and they keep saying showcase. There's somebody in the family here that you're going to showcase their talent. I feel like it's a piano, not a violin, okay? What was I saying? A violin or a cello, or not a cello, but I think it's a piano. They sing. They keep pulling me back into, don't forget to showcase this person. I think it's coming from grandma. Okay, I digress. I will let you guys digest everything that I just said, okay? Let me know in the comments below how you're feeling about this. Is this your ideal kind of wedding? Whatever's on your mind. I read the comments. I love the comments too, okay? So make sure to give the video a thumbs up if this has resonated with you. I will see you in our next video. Love you guys. Bye. All right, pile number 2. This is your wedding album, and I smell danger already. Oh no. Okay. So, okay. Let me just remind you, you have to take what resonates out of this and leave the rest, okay? For some of you guys are probably waiting on somebody from your past to come through here. You guys are hoping to reconcile, but somebody from your past is coming through here. It's showing up in two or actually 3 of these cards, okay? So we're looking at an unfinished symphony between you and somebody from your past. However, you could possibly be moving forward with your life without that person, and they come back around and interrupt you from getting engaged to somebody here, okay? So be prepared for some chaos and conflict as you move forward in this wedding here, okay? There's a lot of healing that needs to take place. There's a lot of things that need to be talked about here. But however you're seeing this fitting in and tying into your world here, let's just go ahead and get into the details here, because I can see a lot of this already happening here, okay? I am already getting the feeling that we are going to have a very expensive wedding. And I'll get to more of the reasons why here in just a minute, okay? But just like pile number 1, I see you in a very elegant, probably mermaid cut kind of dress here. It is possible that you have some kind of flow into your gown here as well. You're wearing gloves. You're wearing beautiful high heels. Very elegant, very elaborate, very fancy, if you luxurious kind of wedding, okay? So this is going to cost a pretty penny. Um, but this is kind of setting, just like pile number one, this is kind of setting the stage for this wedding here, okay? I get this feeling that for some of you who are watching here, this has been a childhood dream. Okay, you've been dreaming of this wedding your entire life, probably ever since you were a little girl, a little boy, something like that. Here, you were very daydreaming about this. You think about it all the time here. Okay, um, this is gonna be very expensive. You have a very expensive palette here. This does put a financial strain on one or both of you. Okay, I do see family kind of pitching in, helping out here, but because this day is so special and you want it to be so special, you decide to go all in on this wedding. Okay, again, a beautiful gown, beautiful arrangements on the tables, elaborate centerpieces. Just very dreamy, very magical kind of energy happening here, okay? Now for some of you, you know that this is what you want here. You know that this is what you want. And it's going to be planned out in the future here to allow yourselves to save up this kind of money to have this elaborate wedding here, okay? It is very possible that you have a huge gathering come to this wedding here. I even see a live orchestra perhaps playing in this, okay? Live music, somebody who's very talented in music here, okay? I see that happening here, and I see the money available to make that happen, okay? For a lot of you guys, you want your family to be there with you. It's very important that both sides of the family are there. So it is very possible that they are in other parts of the world here. And this allows you to plan for this, okay? You take more time to plan out, how are they going to get here? Who's paying for all of this? Where are they staying? Things like this, okay? They're at a distance from you. There were some parents or in family are like overseas or something like that here. Or it could be vice versa. You would want to have a wedding overseas somewhere, okay? Maybe you want the family to all travel and all meet up somewhere, okay? Somewhere very nice, very elegant. I'm getting a strong traditional wedding vibe off of this card. So this is kind of like in a temple, a church, some kind of structure that has been standing there for a very long time. See, we're even getting that here, okay? A lot of intricate church kind of temple-ish kind of vibe here happening, okay, guys? So that's why I'm getting more of a feeling of like this is gonna be that traditional white dress. It is possible that I have seen people get married in red and black, and they pull it off beautifully, okay, guys? So don't be discouraged. If you're not a white dress person, you don't have to go that way, and still keep it very traditional. I have seen that many of times, okay? But just understand that this is going to be financially challenging because you want this big fancy thing here. You're even incorporating an engagement party. That's gonna be expensive. That's gonna be really fancy all by itself here, okay? But it means the world to you to have your wedding this way. It means everything. For me in this energy, let me pull this over so you guys can see what I see. For me, I hear visually appealing. This is going to appeal and be so visually beautiful for everybody who comes and attends your wedding here, okay? They're talking about sisters to me. I don't know why holding this card. We're way off topic, you guys. But we're talking about sisters and bridesmaids, your bridesmaids. Ah, there it is, your bridesmaids. Your bridesmaids and your maid of honors is what they're talking about here. They themselves will have very expensive dresses here, you guys. In your dress and in their dress, I'm seeing so very luxurious embroidery. A lot of my mind is going back into this mermaid cut. I think that's where I'm getting the idea with this mermaid cut. But yeah, okay. For some of you guys you want to show off your features, and that's, you know what, that's the day to just rock your sexy ass down that aisle however you want to rock it down the aisle, you know what I'm saying? But your bridesmaids are very well made up as well, just as you look just as stunningly beautiful as they do. Beautiful jewelry, beautiful, their hair is done so beautifully here. Again, when people come and they attend your wedding, this is going to be breathtaking. They're not going to understand the magnitude of this wedding. They're going to be like, where am I right now? Like, wow, kind of $1 million wedding here. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we're talking being responsible and planning and having the money there. Again, I do feel like people pitch in this wedding here. I feel like there's a strong father's presence in here as well that says, here's the couple $1,000s that I want to give you for this wedding because I really want to see this happen for you guys, okay? Again, I can tell that there is a lot of sexual tension between the two of you, a lot of sexual energy. You guys be careful now if you don't want kids. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Anyways, so there is a lot of help coming through here, okay? With all of this chaos, confusion, a lot of planning, it's just a matter of you being patient with this process here. Maybe you guys might schedule out this wedding, and as you're getting closer and closer to this date, you realize that we don't have the money to have this in this particular venue. You guys, so you push the date back just a little bit farther here, okay? So it's just a matter of being patient and enough to, gain some more money here, okay? I am seeing your wedding invitations, and holy wow, are they beautiful, guys? They are. There's gold in them, like the lettering is gold. The trimming on the cards is gold as well, okay? The trimming. Because I can see the little tiny flakes of it coming off on my fingertips. Okay, of course in my mind, not okay. So that to me just says elegance. The tableware of the table is very elegant, just over the top. Something that you have been dreaming, they're saying it again, you have been dreaming about this wedding since you were very, very little here, okay? So going back to what I was saying, because I get thrown off a lot, with all that planning, a lot of chaos, confusion here, okay? It's going to be extremely important that you slow down just a little bit here and stay positive about this whole situation, okay? Especially if you have, oh, I almost said a bad word. Especially if you have somebody coming back from your past, either preventing you from taking this person's hand in marriage, stopping the wedding altogether. No, you can't get married to this person. Blah 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 blah. It's just, get out of the way, sir. Get out of the way. We're in love here. We want to get married. You can't stop us, kind of thing. So be prepared for something like that, or Maybe it is that you do want this person, okay? You want them to come back. You want them to come back here, okay? Um, so let's see. Um, you know, it's funny. They're taking me right back to your bouquet. Very big, beautiful bouquet. I do see, your bridesmaids. We talked about your bridesmaids, the other people in your party here. Um, but I also do see, children. Like, you're just really going the whole 9 yards on this thing. I see little flower girls, the little boy carrying, um, the rings and stuff like the little ring bearer boy, something like that too. Um, but nonetheless, this is one of those big to do das. Okay, this is a dream come true for you. This is your dream wedding, and it does happen. It does happen. Your honeymoon, they're talking to me about your honeymoon as well. Your honeymoon will be at a distance from you, a lot far away. I'm seeing a lot of water here, okay? So it is very possible that you guys do go on some like somewhere tropical, somewhere where there's a big body of water, something like this. I see somebody on a jet ski thing. So you guys are gonna have a lot of fun too. So um let me know. Let me know. What's going on here. I'm kind of curious about this guy wanting to come back, okay? Or if you want him back, something like that. I don't know. You have to let me know in the comments below, okay? So, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Make sure to check out my gift shop if you feel the need to, guys. Okay, I love you bunches. See you next time. Bye. All right, pile 3. This is your wedding album details of your wedding day. Yay, yay, yay. I got a lot of great feelings coming through here, guys. This is really something beautiful here is happening here. I want to go where I was first drawn into, okay? And this has actually happened in piles 1 and 2, but this is where I'm starting this, okay? You guys did get extra cards, but don't say anything, okay? So here we are, and this is what's got my attention is this fan. Her abdomen is showing here. So I'm getting a Oriental Chinese kind of wedding. A little bit of Hindi is happening in here, okay? But the gown has something beautiful is happening here in her gown. I almost feel like that's her bouquet, if she's holding her bouquet. But the gown is happening, and it's very, it has a very luxurious feel to it, okay? We're talking about the finest fabrics, the finest silks are happening here on this gown, okay? I do see it showing up in a bit of red here. It could be white. It could be, shoot, any kind of color actually is what I'm seeing. But I'm just seeing a lot of different cultures, okay? A lot of different wedding ceremonies are happening here, okay? And I think that's kind of a cue for me to say that this is possibly possibly a blending of two different religions or spiritual beliefs are blending here, okay? That's very, very possible here. And here I do feel like your bridesmaids match. They will be wearing matching attire, very similar to what you're wearing. Again, kind of that flowy, perfect, beautiful embroidered fabric. I'm loving the imagery in my head here. I'm going to do my best to find a picture of what I'm talking about here. Something else that I've noticed right away here. I am seeing a lot of headdresses, a lot of focus and a lot of detail as to what the bride is going to be wearing here. Okay, so I get a little bit of Hindi in this. Again, a Chinese headdress. So, and this could even go down to like your typical American white veil, okay? But there's a lot of attention to what she is wearing on her head in this pile here, okay? We have something going on here. She has a flower in her ear, okay? So I do get a Polynesian feel with this as well, guys. So, um, you know, overall, I just feel like this is a day you're going to be made to feel like some kind of princess, some kind of goddess. You're going to be worshipped and, um, for all the right reasons, of course, but I feel like you're going to be adorned with beautiful jewels and things in your hair, and just it's gonna be a day where you just feel like a queen or a goddess or something like this here. I'm so drawn. I'm pulled into this gazebo type of thing happening here, okay? Adorned with flowers, okay? Um, a, and the two of you standing underneath this kind of, um, oh gosh, I could see it in my head too, okay? This kind of gazebo, uh, and they're telling me it could be along the water here. They're telling me these two cars are connected, okay? So it is very possible that you're standing along the ocean, very Hawaiian, Polynesian kind of wedding, Filipino they say too, okay? So it is very possible that this does take place under this near the water here. It's very possible that we are celebrating the union of a gay or a lesbian couple, which is a beautiful thing. I will attend. Invite me, okay? But again, um, this is all about what's happening in your uh, again. You're being adorned like a princess. You're wearing a lot of headgear. I just noticed this too. She has something going on here too. So beautiful, beautiful. Um, some other details that I'm gathering here. Okay. First of all, there is a ceremony. I don't remember what religion it is, but the two of them are loosely tied. I think it's Jewish. It is very, put it this way, there's a lot of blending of religions in this, and it just works out splendidly. It works out perfectly, you guys. There's a lot of blending of just everything. Everything turns out just fine. Just fine. It's very spiritually, it really spiritually brings the two of you together, and you guys find the perfect balance, the perfect blend, and how to pull this together, okay? Um, it can happen. I talk to a lot of people who say, oh, it'll never happen. If you put your heads together and the families come together, and you can pull that off, okay? You can really pull that off, okay? I do feel like on both sides of the aisle, both sides of the family, everybody's pretty lighthearted, and they're willing to work and support you guys in coming together here, okay? This is going to be a day filled with expressing your love to each other. I get, look how you guys are just really locked into each other. You guys are really communicating and really feeling this moment. It does feel like pure love. The right decisions have been made here. Not only that, but I do feel like there's this beautiful romantic feel in this as well. Okay, there's a lot of romantic energy. Um, I do feel like the two sides of the family are going to love each other here as well. Okay, so there's no worries about that. The families blend very well. They love each other, and nobody gives a damn about um, anybody else's religions, beliefs, or anything like this here. Okay, I do feel. I do want to address the movement here, okay? We have movement, but I'm going to address that here separately, okay? Again, everybody's happy. Everybody's feeling great. But I do feel like the the company that you invite, the people, the guests that you invite to this, um, for me, they bring you gifts, but they give you gifts in a way that is like, I want you to understand how special you are to me. This is what I feel. There's something so special about the gifts that people give you, and it's not just your normal your normal wedding gifts, but they go all out. Okay, for some of this, I do feel like they could hand make you something. They bring you something very special here, but it's not your normal boring wedding gift here. Okay, they really put their heart and their soul into it because they want you to feel how special you actually are here. Okay, um, I do feel. It's funny what I just saw too. I just saw somebody giving somebody a car. Wow, that was very specific. Anyways, don't be surprised if you get a cat. Anyways, that's kind of a long stretch. But I do see a wedding that starts probably midday. It'll go down into the evening when the moon and the stars come out. Again, I'm feeling more water, so it is very possible that you guys, the movement here, okay, we're talking about movement, and movement. We're talking about a lot of movement. So it is very possible that you guys travel afar and get married, but or you guys travel closer to each other's parents, however, something like that. But it's a ceremony that starts in the morning and will end very late in the evening, where everybody is just happy and really, really feeling the love in this here. Okay, um, it is very possible that this does take place outside. A lot of flowers. I think there I do see flowers, but again, I feel like this is a little more on the simpler side. Nothing over dramatic, nothing drawn out. I think the scenery at this wedding paints its own picture. It does the work for you here, okay? I don't feel like you're gonna have to put a whole bunch of effort into flowers and arrangements here and stuff like that. You actually are able to keep it simple because the scenery, it's outside for sure, but the scenery is actually doing the work for you, okay? So if this is near an ocean, if this is somewhere by a lake or a big body of water, something like that, where the waterfalls, so you might have waterfalls. I mean, you don't really have to do much. You just kind of let nature paint this beautiful picture for your wedding, okay? It really sets the stage for your wedding, okay? It is very possible that you decide to kind of keep it simple. You have a garden wedding, and how beautiful is that? Like, again, it could be in your friend's backyard where they have a lot of flowers, and here we are again with this gazebo kind of thing happening here, okay? Lots of flowers, butterflies, we're outside. Um, but that is going to be outside your comfort zone, maybe, okay? But I also see you incorporating elements of animals into this too. So what I'm seeing in my head is the releasing of doves, the dove ceremony. I don't know what it's called off the top of my head, but in some wedding ceremonies, there's this releasing of doves, and something really cute I'm seeing too is you guys might have pets, and you guys incorporate your pets somehow in this too. It's kind of cute what I see. I see like uh, a boy and a girl dog dressed up as the groom and bride. Okay, so there are dogs involved. I don't know. You guys end up doing something with pets or animals. Um, but you're doing something for humanity in here as well. I just heard the words helping out humanity. The two of you, it's like it's part of your life's missions together. This is why you guys are actually coming together. Perhaps a twin flame, but definitely a soulmates connection here, okay? I really like the elements of adding animals in here, okay? So this is gonna happen sooner than you think here. Um, we're looking at the next few months, and it is gonna be about you taking some action to put this together. So you know, if you have been proposed to, this is gonna be a little bit of effort. I'm not gonna say too much effort, but something has to start here. This is about you just getting ready for it, okay? Being prepared. It's literally within the next few months, okay? If not, you can actually start to see signs of this person, your new husband coming into your world, and a first indication of who this person is somebody who's of different culture of you, different religion of you. That's gonna be your first this is him, he has arrived, the kind of thing, okay guys? So I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. You let me know in the comments below how this has resonated with you. If this has resonated with you, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, and check out my gift shop, guys. It's open. Let me know what you think about that as well, okay? I love you guys bunches. Thanks so much for taking a look at your wedding album. I will see you in our next video. Bye.